If anybody ever thinks about forming a real human connection, no. You are in a constant spiritual, psychological battle with everybody around you.
I have to say something. This is actually something I never noticed coming to California, but everyone here, it's like you kind of have to realize that everyone else is out for themselves. And it's like when we were talking about opening the door, right?
Yeah, 100%.
In Philly, I open the door for people and they usually say thank you and I'm like, no problem. Or I'll actively wait for people to come to the door so they can come inside and I'll open the door for them. And then when someone's leaving, I'll open the door for them. And now, being in California, I've never heard like thank you. And like people have like forcibly pushed in front of me to get inside buildings, and just seeing drivers too, like driving with Chris is like,
dude,
so hectic and
LA
scary.
specifically, because California is a big state, but LA specifically is like a flame to like the sociopath mods.
Yeah, it's
like
scary.
Think of it like this: every state would definitely have like just maniacs and people that are giant narcissists, but all those people leave normal states.
Yeah, because they
come
about
here,
California,
so it's a magnet.
like,
so per capita, there's got to be way more like people with mental disorders, like personality disorders in California by
it's
far.
like when I was in Missouri, in like the good old hick town of, I'm not going to say it, redacted. Like I remember having like a pie in the sky dream of going to California and like making it big, because everyone says like, oh, California is where dreams are made. Yeah. It's a lie. California where dreams go to
Especially now with the internet, you don't really need to.
No, there's people who are successful in like Ohio. Like look at Red Letter Media. They're in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin, exactly. Well, we were talking about this, but basically, here's the up thing. So you come from the Midwest, like we're talking about. You come from like a nice Missouri or Kansas or Pennsylvania. And then you're used to opening doors and being polite. But you move here, and then you realize nobody does it. And now some people, their instincts are to then not do it themselves and go, well, f you, I'm not going to do it if you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But then we were saying, imagine you're now the guy that's not doing it, and then somebody from out of town visits, and now you're the guy that does it to them. It's like a cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
You create more assholes. So you just have to like.
You want to still be better than that.
Leave the door, open the door for people, and just if you don't get a thank you.
I'll keep doing it. I'm not gonna like forget to do that. Just
but like when I first moved here, that started happening. You do get that like fuck you then, like I'm not gonna do it. But then I was like, that's not right. Just do it, and then you want
to be better than them.
If people spit on you, whatever, like
whatever. I mean,
little demons. And life will catch up to you if you act like that. You can't act like that forever.
No, you can't. It's pretty wrong. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to talk about. Anything on your mind, Chris?
What?
Anything you want to talk about?
Big subject that you've been needing to talk about. You've been talking about, dude. Every time I see the
Chris, we should talk about. We went to this taco place today. That was the weirdest.
What the fuck was that?
You like fell to the ground.
This happened with fucking the other team, Sonic man. Like what the fuck? Remember we went to that taco place just now. It was delicious, but like. That was like the weirdest experience.
Chris was like ordering. She's like, what?
Yeah, we were convinced she was high.
Yeah, no, I literally said, hey, can I have 2 avocado salads? She's like, 2? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I kept going, yeah. And she was like, do you want to make it a combo? And I was like, what makes it a combo? And she's like, what?
Look, I understand that job sucks, but you got to be present in any job you're doing.
No, but then I was like, what makes it a combo? She's like, what? I'm like, what makes it a combo? She's like, a drink? And I'm like, okay, can we get 2 drinks?
But by the way, it wasn't bad connection. We heard her. She just heard her.
No, before she even talked to us, she was like laughing, and we could hear like the mic getting knocked over.
What the hell was going on?
And she was like, 1 minute. And she's like, obviously getting like railed by a dude in there or something.
Probably.
We saw it happen. There was a line of guys having their way.
There was a line of cum across the window.
A giant smattering of cum.
Did you know that there's like a network of sphincters inside of our brain?
That's true.
Yeah,
all working to battle us.
They all push thoughts around really quick.
My thoughts go too fast. I need to like
really?
lobotomy to slow them
somehow,
down.
I kind of believe that.
Yeah, I believe that too, Adam.
But my thoughts go so fast that I'm slowed down.
Adam, people say you and me are like twin brothers.
You're simular.
They say we sometimes finish
each other's sentences.
Who saw that?
Call him, but talk to him, I guess.
No, I got a reinforced weapon.
Do people really say that that we're like brothers?
Yeah.
People say that about me and you too, Adam. They say we sound very similar, but I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either. Our fucking neighbor gets us confused. It's really weird.
She does.
All the time.
They say Christopher Adam, please come out.
No, she literally just
Christopher
says to my
Adam.
face, she's like, I don't know which one you are. You look the same. I'm like,
fucked up.
okay.
It's really funny.
It's pretty funny.
I'm sorry,
I don't know which one you are. You or your fat husband. Get back in the
You
house.
just said that. I should have saw that would have been genius. Instead, I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
sorry to disturb you, lady.
We finally had a good talk
Wait,
today.
didn't I buy a Titan
Oh,
shard?
you had a good talk? I thought you guys were really gonna fight, but
I thought we were too.
Didn't I buy a Titan shard?
What did she say
the fuck
to
did I
you?
just buy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She came to the door and she was like, I'm sorry about the noise, and I was like, that's okay.
That's very nice of her because
like-
Fuck her, apologize to me. She screamed at me for like 20 minutes.
she couldn't find you. She ran around the house like
Adam,
over
she
and over
probably
looking
thought
for you.
she was talking to you when she was talking to me.
Yeah,
Did she
Adam,
apologize for
remember?
screaming at you?
She said, I'm so sorry for screaming at you, and also the day I screamed at you, you look so fucking attractive.
Oh.
She was moist as.
And she even said to me, you're Adam, right? And I was like, yes.
That's kind of sweet of her.
She's even said something very sexual.
That is kind of gross of her. She's like 80 and...
Well, no, she
She's
didn't.
like 60.
She
not
didn't say something
75.
sexual. I made that up, but she did say something very romantic.
Oh, good. What was it?
She said, if I was a spry young woman with spragged legs and ovarian eggs, I'd let you do a little something.
Ovarian.
I'd let you do a little something down there.
She turned around in goat seat and walked backwards toward you, but you were nowhere to be found, Adam.
You gotta try and trick me. I'm gonna knock on her door and be like, I heard you have ovarian legs.
She
And then
puts
she's
an
gonna-
Ultraman figure in her butthole and spreads it open for you to see him talk.
That'd kind of...
I'm sorry, neighbor.
I'm sorry, neighbor.
Sometimes we just like talking shit. I'm sorry.
They don't know what.
Why? She was so
Oh, fuck, they
fucking
probably
mean to
are
me.
huge Oneyplays fans.
She's
gonna
had her
fucking-
bad moments, okay? But today I appreciate she apologized.
She never apologized to me. You never got screamed at. I wish you got screamed at. Then you'd have a different tune you'd be singing.
I know.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get another Estus shard.
That was the
Before
most shocking morning of my life.
I'm gonna get another Estus
Why
shard.
don't you explain what happened? You parked the car slightly
You parked
overlapping
the car
her driveway.
in front of her front door.
It was like
So she had to crawl out the fucking back window.
I drove into her living room.
no. You said you were like 1 centimeter over her line.
I was gonna move it back as soon as a friend left, and then I was like, and I fell asleep. But I made sure to leave her room to be able to pull out. Yeah.
She was fully in her right, my friend.
No, she wasn't. No, she
Uh-huh.
wasn't. She even felt bad at the end because I was like, I don't know what to say.
Again,
I'm trying to apologize to you.
I want
screaming
to
at me.
defend Adam. I know what he did was fucked up, but
How was it fucked up?
hold on, Adam. I'm going to defend you.
You can't block people's driveway.
You didn't have your.
I didn't block.
Hold on, Adam. You didn't have your car for like a week,
Yes.
and you hadn't driven for like a week, and then the second you got your
I
car
forgot
back.
how to drive.
No, that's not it. The second you got your car back, Adam number 1. I guess you'd be Adam number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam number 2 or Adam number 1
I
was
wanna be
parked.
Adam number 1. Why
Adam
can't
was
I be
parked.
Adam number
You're
1?
Ultraman fan, Adam.
No,
You're
I wanna be
Ultra
Adam number 1.
Adam.
I'm
You're
Adam number
Ultra
1.
Adam.
You're Ultra Adam.
I hate my life.
You're Ultra Adam.
You're Ultra
I don't
Adam.
want.
Okay, Adam number 1.
Oh yeah. What's
Sitting
up?
next to me. Adam 2.
You're Adam Uno.
You're Uno Adam. I like that. I like how
that
Uno
too.
Adam sounds.
Yeah, Adam Uno.
Adam Uno's. I actually like that better as a nickname. Fuck Adam Solinsky. I guess we can have both of them, right?
Yeah, we can have 2 names.
I picked up the Estes
Wait,
shard.
no. Uno is my first name. Adam's my middle name, and Zelensky's my last name.
It's over, bro. Sorry.
I think you died. Oh, you did.
You got hacked apart by skeletons.
But I got an Estes shard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So let's go. Put it in the woman.
Put it in me, baby. You there, baby. Put it in me, baby.
This looks like the base of Santa Monica's like fucking water.
You're just being rude now.
I'm being real, a realist.
Rude guy. Rude.
You know what the worst thing about living in LA is?
What?
Everyone always visits and they're always like, I want to do LA things. And the LA things are always like,
boring.
let's go to Santa Monica,
Santa Monica's
Little Tokyo.
Little Tokyo's
retarded.
cool. They got
It's
good
cool for
Japanese
one
food.
fucking time, and I think it's so annoying.
You've been here longer. Whenever someone visits, going and eating delicious ramen.
You know what really annoys me? We go to see the Hollywoods. It's such an annoying drive
No,
to get
not
there. and it
Hollywood.
Oh,
sucks.
ew.
Not
Man, I
Hollywood.
went to the Dolby Theater to go to the Sonic thing and meet Evil Skater.
Yeah, no,
and
that
holy
area is
shit.
just fucking
It's like
AIDS.
the ghetto.
Yeah.
I hate
What'd you say,
Hollywood.
Chris? Which place?
Just going to see
Hollywood.
Hollywood or the Hollywood sign.
Oh my God, Chris! Remember I had to go there fucking twice
Yeah.
for that girl? I
Yes.
want to blow my fucking
I know, I
brains
did not
out.
envy
Dude,
you.
Hollywood is gross. It's like it literally, even like like every place. It's just it has barred windows, and inside is like immaculate and beautiful because it can't look appealing.
But you know what? The one good thing about here is the nature. Aw.
It's fucking
Walks
dirt.
outside.
It's fucking bunch of dirt
Hey,
on the
the
hill.
The weather's the only good thing here.
The
Really.
weather's pretty good. It's sometimes too hot.
I actually think where we are is good. I think most of LA is dog shit. I like hiking though. Hiking's cool.
Hiking is the only reason for
hiking is a bonus of LA.
Hiking
but Chris,
makes sense.
I will say, Little Tokyo, even though you're here, I know you hate it. But
driving to it and parking at it sucks.
Yeah, that does. And sometimes you see like weird homeless people like spraying shit at like
I
the
love
base
when I
of
see that. It's so fun.
Oh.
That's not cool.
But that porkatsu ramen, Chris. That porkatsu ramen.
That porkatsu ramen.
That spicy kimchi porkatsu ramen.
Die,
okay,
you
fair
fucking
enough.
bear.
That's all. That's really it.
There's got to be something cool about LA besides just the fucking sunlight.
Yeah, they got Six Flags. That's pretty fun.
Round one's pretty cool.
I mean, we got that back in Philly though.
Guys, we should round one after this. We should celebrate our Monster Hunter win with a round one win.
You want to go to round one?
Not really.
Me neither. I'm also bored of that.
Damn it.
What's
I
wrong
have to
with
watch
that?
Dave and fucking Corey act like morons.
You also like mastered your first playthrough of DDR in 3 years. Don't even.
Yeah, don't.
You're really good at DDR, Chris. I was surprised. You picked it up fast.
Yeah, I will say you said you were really good, and I was like, we'll see about that. And then you just immediately played on the difficulty it took me and Corey like a month to get to.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, difficulty 7.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
like
as
the
shit.
best me and him
I
can
was
do.
up to like 12 at one point.
It's
That's
insanity.
scary.
But I was like skinnier. Now I can't do it.
I can't even think about doing that in fucking Hatsumiku Project Diva. How the fuck can I do that in like a basic rhythm game?
And you said you would do that like at home, right?
Yeah, I had a metal pad when I was
So
21.
that means you didn't have a bar to hold on to.
No, I remember I had a personal challenge. I was like, I'm never gonna use a stupid bar.
I
so I
agree.
like balance like a bitch.
I agree. I really don't like using the bar. I like forcing my body to move and like getting in the groove and
You have
dance.
to like bend over and like look like an idiot.
No,
though.
you have to dance. It's like you have to follow it and kind of dance like an idiot.
But you have to like throw your arms down in front of you like you're doing karate chops in order to balance so fast.
That's how it is.
It is funny. But no, you can't stomp too hard no more.
Here, you damn bear.
Why not?
You also can't bend your legs in a weird
Fucks
position
your
or you'll
joints
fuck
and
your
your
knee
back
up.
up when you're old.
You said that you saw a crazy guy because he drunk the LA water.
Oh yeah,
at some point.
He took a dump, like not. He literally took a dump while we were driving away from the fucking Little Tokyo place.
So you just saw a guy shitting on the street?
Yeah, and I didn't see it. I got word that he dumped ass and it was a huge turd, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, you guys treated that like it was a whole story, and then it was just a guy's shit.
I mean, it is a story.
You were like,
Chris, there's a
we
mouse in the
can't
way."
tell you about that until we're recording.
What the fuck does a mouse get in the way?
And then it's just a guy took a shit.
I mean, that's important.
Chris, is there more to it than a guy taking a shit?
I wasn't there.
Wait, who was there?
It was a guy taking a shit, wigging out. But even before that, there was a woman in the middle of the street who was like screaming for her baby, and half her fucking shirt was off.
You want to know something kind of funny?
What?
I moved into this house and I was off to a bad start with neighbors on one side. Everyone else in the neighborhood's really cool except for these fuckers right next door. I woke up on my first night to them standing on my, front like driveway and them staring up and looking in at my window. It's like really creepy. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with them? And then, I've woken up at 7 a.m. to them yelling and shit at each other, and they're just these they're big
Crazy.
They're big fat crazies. But
Big fat crazy.
But anyway, these neighbors they were dickheads, right? One day, my roommate Adam, he ordered food and it showed up on their door and they didn't tell us. And then one time, like days later, we went outside. We were going to like go to fucking McDonald's or something in the car, and then the big fat guy was standing there and he was like, "Hey, did one of you order something?" And I was like, "No." And then he was just like, "Well, I got food here a few days ago." And we were just like, "Oh, maybe Adam did." And he's like, "Well, it says Adam on the bag."
It's like,
And then he was like, if you can prove to me you're Adam, I'll give it to you. It's just like, dude, it's like 2 or 3 days old now. And why would I have to prove it to you? I just said his name before you even asked.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Like, he's crazy, right? But then, after that, I was like,
what
fuck.
a weird psycho.
Yeah,
That
after
doesn't make any
after
sense.
this, I was like, fuck this guy.
You're
He's
my
like,
neighbor,
that
but
was
you
the
might
worst
just be
gaslighting
lying to get free 3-day-old food.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure
he's a big fat toad monster.
He's clearly a guy with who doesn't have any power in any other part of his life, and he's like scraping for it.
He was like, I'm gonna call the HOA on you if you don't like bring in your trash can right after they pick it up. It's like, dude, I bring it in every single day that it comes. Like, Jesus Christ, relax.
It's like they're not gonna come if you call.
Everyone else on my street leaves their trash out for days, but I don't care because who gives
You're
a
saying it's
fuck?
literally this guy and his wife that are the only ones that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So anyway, I was like at this point, I was like, fuck these people, they're being assholes. Then my parents visited, and then one day, the woman was standing outside bringing out her trash. I ignored her and went inside because my dad just did something really embarrassing. He looked at her and he went, hello, like that. He was making fun of her because he knew that they were bitches. But then I was like, oh, Dad, I can't deal with this cringe. So I went inside and then I heard her yelling at my dad. And I was like, oh no. But then my dad came in and he was like, Dad, I just made friends with her. And I was like, what? And he was like, yes, she's actually very nice, and she was just worried that you moved in and you were going to cause problems because, like, you know, you're a young guy and blah blah blah. And I was like, but Dad, I never caused it. Like, I'm quiet. I never did anything. He's like, yeah, but she thought you were going to do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't care.
That's her fucking problem.
Yeah. But then I went outside. He's like, come outside and just talk to her. I'm like, okay. And it was like really awkward. But then we started talking, and now she's on good terms with me. She is. But I was still like, well, I still think her husband's a dick. And then, like, a few nights right after that, I woke up to him screaming abuse at her at like 7 a.m. being like, you're fucking stupid! You're a fucking idiot! And I was like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? And that's where I'm at right now.
From what I heard, it sounded like he did a failed attempt at gaslighting you. So he is.
yeah, seriously. Like, well,
he seems like a
anybody
fucking
that plays
psycho.
mind games like that with somebody that I don't know. If you answer my riddle, I will give you your 4-day-old food. How about you fuck off, dude? How about you throw it in the truck garbage?
Yeah, how about...
Look, I don't want your old burgers,
How about you throw it in the garbage and take a nap, man?
Anywhere with an HOA is gonna be fucking freaky.
HOAs are awful. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude is the one in that situation that was like,
yeah,
to the woman was like, these new people moved in and I think they might cause a problem.
Yeah.
He said that like his jawline is fucking way low.
From the what I've heard of the bastard.
I was saying all day yesterday, I was like, I want McDonald's, and I was like, McDonald's fucking sucks. We're never getting McDonald's ever again.
You always get that.
I know, but then randomly it was like 3 a.m. and Adam's like I'm so hungry, I'm starving, and he's like, what's open? And I'm like, everything, including McDonald's. And he's like, fine, McDonald's. No, he's like, you lie, Corey, nothing's open except McDonald's. And so we got McDonald's, and oh fucking hold on, I'll get back on track of my story. Let me out of here.
Get me out of here. Hey.
All right, so Adam ordered McDonald's. You should tell the story of what happened, because you came in like freaking out. You were in like a cold sweat, like you just ran from a ghost.
I did run from a fucking ghost. Well, not a ghost, but a witch. It was very scary. There's a few things that gave it away to me, how I know she's a fucking witch. But the first was how she acted. That was not very nice. I got out of there, I had one sock on, and the other sock was missing. I did look kind of stupid. I looked very stupid now that I think about it.
You walked out with one sock.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, you think they bring it to the door, but she was like, oh, that is a worm. That's a slug.
This is a nightmare.
She waved me over to the car. She's like, yeah, fly over here with your broom. And I was like, all right, whatever. What does that do?
It brings this guy to life. Can you please let me heal? Stop praying, dipshit.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Did we die? Who killed us?
What happened?
I got poisoned.
Oh no.
I was sitting there praying like a fucking clown and I died.
That's what happens when you pray to your pets.
So this like witch went up to Adam, grabbed his hand, left actual fucking demonic burn marks on it, and tried handing him the McDonald's. It was like half ripped when he brought it in.
And I'm like, I have a burn on my hand. There's a fucking markings on my arm. These strange markings.
You have the mark of the Trinity.
Yes, yeah.
The best part of the McDonald's was it literally tasted like dog shit, which I knew it would. You don't order McDonald's at night, it always tastes like shit. Because the people working already hate their fucking lives.
Oh, second reason I know she's a witch. Everything was salted to the sea. It tasted so fucking bad.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was really gross, but I don't think that's her doing. I think that was
some fucking witchcraft. If I've ever,
I think she literally carried you the box.
Like
you also said, why do they smush my sandwich? And Adam, I hate to break it to you, but literally every single fucking, oh my god, would you fucking suck a fat cock and die violently?
So much.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Enter the mist into the woods. What?
There's a thing that happens in Walmart and like Costco parking lots where people just lose all survival instinct and like act as if they will themselves to die. It is the most frustrating thing on the fucking planet when these fucking wall-eyed people are just walking in the middle of the fucking parking lot.
Oh my God.
Lengthwise down the street. Like, just get to the fucking side.
Yeah, they literally just walk down the center. They think it's a giant like sidewalk.
No, have I told you guys about my kill lines proposition?
No.
So what I propose is there's like a standardized width that all parking lots have to be. So this is fair. And you put red lines that are like out a little bit from where the cars park. And if you walk outside of those lines, you are legally allowed to fucking run the person over.
I agree.
I know what you're thinking, right? Kids, right? That's going to be the main perpetrator that's going to walk out in front. Nobody wants to run over a kid. And I've thought of that. If a child walks outside of the red lines, it is illegal not to run them over. So you have to do it or you go to jail. And that's how I fix that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
genius.
good.
It is genius.
That's why they pay you the big Lyle bucks.
I know, exactly.
The big Lyle bucks.
Wouldn't it be awful if like he unleashed a little latch at the bottom and it like dumped his like shit and pee out?
It would be that'd be better than
Wasn't
like
there a band
robots
that did
missing
that?
every shot.
Like a band's tour bus like dumped out like all their shit over an overpass and like it drenched a bunch of people below.
I've never heard of that.
Chris, you know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
There was like some band. It was a huge lawsuit. Basically, it was like a band, and they took the tour bus, and they like, you know, they had a big like bunch of poop and pee inside of it, and they like
Was it just like a punk thing?
No. They didn't know, but they were dumping the shit and piss out over like a bridge.
Really?
And there was like a bunch of people in a boat below, and they got drenched in this band's piss and shit. Let me find what band it was. It was like a pretty famous one.
It was like Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is like, well, she comes from like fucking like
Drake Bell.
It was Drake.
Wait, no.
I want to Google the autofill Billie Eilish biggest turds.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish pulls out turd.
Billie Eilish pulls out turd with finger. Claws out turd with finger.
Look up Billie Eilish puts turds on fingers like bugles.
Tries to write her name.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one should I eat first?
I got an A, but I don't feel like I deserve that. I died.
Well, I mean, A is usually...
The Dave Matthews Band. The Dave Matthews Band dumped 800 pounds of poop.
800 pounds of poop.
800 pounds of
Dave
poop.
Matthews
What is
tour
she
bus
doing? What is
dumped
800 pounds of poop?
on people taking
She's
a
getting
Chicago
tricked.
River cruise 15 years ago.
Me and Corey drove to Starbucks today, and there was
Starbucks?
a guy... Okay, well, we're going to call Starbucks from now on.
Yes, go ahead.
But there was a guy walking outside that looked like a Tibetan monk from a distance, but on further inspection, he was just
true.
He was a bald guy wearing an orange outfit.
He was a bald guy wearing an orange outfit, but he had a walking cane, so he really did look like a Tibetan monk. Because he was also wearing like a hoodie under his waist to make it look like he had like a fucking long
Under
dress.
his wings, he had a hoodie on.
Okay, I just want to play.
You should have picked like... Wait, trolling?
God fucking damn it, like...
You exited out of the whole entire game.
Get owned,
I
You
seriously
quit the entire experience.
I'm about to spout a conspiracy. I think all these fucking games are made in the same Walmart with the same guy,
Same
fucking
guy.
Alienware computer. This
He's
is
just
driving me
received our
insane.
like $20.
Patty.
Yeah.
Patty, tell the story of both Walmart visits on both trips.
Oh yeah, so the first trip, so Chris the whole time was like, when you go to Walmart in LA, like people are actually physically like, right? And I was like, it cannot be that bad. I just no, it can't be that bad. So we're like, okay. So he brings me down to Walmart and we go in.
Yeah.
And we walked up and we were like, can you guide? Like we're looking to buy a fishing license for Castic Lake.
Yeah.
And what did the girl do? Like, what did she do? She was like, follow me now, follow me down here.
No, she went, fishing license!
Yeah, I just screamed it like, I was like, all for fishing license.
And then she walked away without saying, come this way.
Just walks away.
And then we're like, I guess
yeah.
we're following her. And then she brought us to another lady, and then she's like, okay, there, talk to her. And we were like, can we get a fishing license? She went, huh?
Yeah. We were like, no, to add to that, right? To support that, right? We were standing in the fishing zone. And she was behind the fishing counter, and we went, we're looking for one single fishing license.
And it was literally her job.
Yeah, and she went like, and we were like, fishing license. Yeah. And she had to call somebody on the radio. Then I get tapped on the shoulder, and I turn around, and there's an old guy with a walking stick with a kid's shoe glued to the end, and he just goes, I'm going crazy.
like God perfectly timed that. Yeah, like no clip this man behind you to make your day better.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking funny.
And then I went back
today.
Today.
Wait, Patty, wait, a little context. today, Patty. No, for the last 2 days, Patty's arrived. He's saying, bring me to Walmart, bring me to Walmart, bring me to Walmart. I'm like, God damn it, Patty, I don't want to fucking go to Walmart. It sucks. It sucks getting there. It sucks parking there. It sucks walking inside. It sucks walking through waves of fat people who don't understand boundaries. It sucks. And I don't want to go there. So I was like, today, Patty, just take my car and you go. So he goes. Now, Patty, explain what happened.
I was trying to get a SIM card, like, so I walked up to a girl and I just went like, I was like, hi, yeah, I just need an
play the game.
It's a good fishing game.
Yeah, I was like, sorry. I was like, I just need an American SIM card. That's the literal. Chris, I'm also going to tell them the story about me going to get something to eat.
Yeah.
But I went. Can I have one single SIM card, please? And she was just like, And I was like, SIM card, please. And she just shrugged her shoulders, like, I don't know. And I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, I was like you actually work here. You're employed here. Like,
press any key.
Like, what do I do to get?
Whoa.
What do I do to get a SIM card? And she was like, I don't know. You could try electronics if you want. And I was like, well, is that where I'll get it? Like, I don't want to walk there if that's not where I'm going to get it. Like, eventually I get down to the fucking counter, and in fairness, the woman behind the counter in electronics was fine, but then there was a guy, and he had just bought a telly. And she was just like,
"That's a TV."
She was like, "Okay, sir. Like if you pay like $30 extra, like you get like 5 years warranty." And she goes like, "Should I add it on, sir?" And he was like, yeah. And then she was like, "So you want it?" He was like, "No." And then she just like looked at me, and she looked at me, gave me a look, and I was like, "I know he's." I was like, "There's nothing I can do to save you here." Like, and like, then she was like, "So do you do want it?" And he was like, "I do. I don't want it." And then he was like, "Well, where do you get a shopping cart around here?" And just screams it. And I was like, "It's true. This place,
it breeds." Like, Walmart is the scariest place. I have a funny story too. Me and Dave were just looking for fucking batteries, and apparently Walmart has signed a deal with the devil, and they don't have places anymore where you can get batteries. They're just in the front when they will it to God to exist. Because like, I asked somebody, and I was like, "Excuse me, do you know where the batteries are?" He's like, "We don't have those." And I'm like, "Okay, how do you not have batteries here?" He's like, "No, actually, we do, but not here." And I'm like, "Can you tell me where the batteries are?" And then he walked away, and then I found someone else, and I'm like, "Do you know where the batteries are?" They're like, "They're in the front." And we walked up there. We went up each aisle. All it had was those fucking I don't know, those batteries that you stick in like old fucking RC cars from like the 90s. Those like block ones that nobody fucking uses anymore.
Like a 9-volt, like a D battery.
9-volt. That's all they fucking have at Walmart is 9-volt batteries at every corner. And not a single double or AAA anywhere. We walked up and down the aisle, endless 9 volts. And I'm like, "Do you have a AAA or AA? And I asked somebody, the lady's like, "Up here." We walked up the aisle, me and Dave, and then she looked at me dumbfounded and walked away. And I'm like, I guess we don't. And we just happened to be walking by the Windex section, and there was a fucking AA battery there. And so I grabbed it. I'm like, we're never going to Walmart again for batteries. Because in fucking Target, there's a dedicated area, and in Giant, there's a dedicated area. So fuck you, Walmart.
Patty, now tell your story about...
Yeah, like, so the first time I came to LA last year, Chris was like... I get once again, he was like, "Beware, people here are actually handicapped."
Beware.
So, just in fast food, they just are.
They are. They're stupid.
Are. Sorry.
So I was like, once again, I went like, I don't believe this. I have to see it for myself, and I'm taking people at that.
It's worse than I exaggerate.
So like, I was basically saying, I'm like seeing the good in people until I know different. And then so anyway, me and Mirren like went down for breakfast one morning without Chris, and we were like, "We'll go get a bit of breakfast, but I wanted something healthy." So we went into that Carl's place.
Carl's Jr.
So I was like, right, I don't really know where to go, nor does he. So let's go in here and tell them that we don't want to eat here, but we'd like to know where's a good place to go eat, right?
But first of all, that's very weird to do. that is weird. It's like, "Hi, I don't want to come here. Could you tell us somewhere else to go?" Like that is weird.
We're looking for better food than Carl's Jr.
So far, I'm not on your side with this.
But in Ireland, that's a very normal thing to do.
But like the context is that like it's like I wasn't going to go in and take a seat and be served. I was going to walk in and go, "Hi, I'm not from around here. Like, where's there a good like we're looking for this.
I see.
I do want to fight for Patty here. In Ireland, you can do that and nobody will think any differently.
We're looking for like I wanted to go in and say, we don't, like, sorry to disturb you, we don't want to eat like fast food.
Yeah, it's garbage. But, like, we want healthy.
Can you just point me in the right direction? Like, so I went in and went up to the counter and like, hi, how you doing? And I was like, I was just wondering, like, like we want to have some breakfast, but we didn't want to have fast food this morning. Like, is there anywhere around here like that serves X kind of food, right? And she was like, I don't know what you mean. And I was like, well, so I don't want to eat here, but I want to eat somewhere around here that isn't here but is this kind of food. And she was like, sir, I'm gonna have to call my manager. And then she started walking away, and I actually went like, stop. I went like, you can do this, you can think with your own brain, like I promise you can complete this task, right? She's like, huh? Yeah, she was like,
what? Her eyes are blinking like rapidly.
Yeah, she was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, this is rudimentary behavior. I was like, all you have to do is think about places you know in your brain and then recommend them to me, and then I'll go there. And she just went like, I'm gonna have to call the manager. And I was just like, I was like, okay, I tell you what, forget it. Like, it's fine.
You have such an elegant way of putting people down. Like, not like down, but like putting them down, like calling them off the top of a building that they're gonna kill themselves.
This is something like in Act 3, like she's gonna find out how to recommend a breakfast place to somebody, and it's gonna be inspirational.
But Lyle, she, like, I literally mean this, right? She literally couldn't understand the concept of recommendation of another place. Like,
she probably thought she'd get in trouble for doing that.
In fairness, that did cross my mind in the end, so that probably was what was going on.
But it's still like, come on.
But then anyway, it just affirmed what Chris was saying. I was like, you're absolutely right.
She could have like written it on a piece of paper and like slid it over to you when the manager was.
Do you want to know what my experience living here has been?
What's that?
Is every time someone visits LA, which is all my friends at least multiple times a year, I'm coming to LA. Dude, my house is full at all times, right? But anyway,
that's true.
People always come in, they go, man, I really want the thing I don't have at home, like In-N-Out or Carl's Jr. or Jack in the Box or blah blah. I'm like, okay, I'll take you there, but I'm warning you, it's gonna not be the order you asked for, because everyone here's lo and behold, every fucking time we get an order any single place, it's always wrong. Every fucking time. It's like, what are the odds of that?
Oh, Zach, guess what I saw today in downtown Burbank?
What?
We were driving around, and then we saw this crazy homeless lady just tweaking on the street. She was like screaming. Corey literally was like, put up the window. And she like looked over and she was like, she was all angry.
First of all, you were not explaining it properly.
That did happen.
It did happen, but I didn't say put up the window. You said don't do it. And when you looked at Adam, and he's like, oh yeah, no, Adam was like, we like called her, and we were like, no, you fucking idiot. Yeah, but don't scream to a tweaker, because she could run up to you and spit on you.
She looked really angry, right? And no, Corey was right, because when we were driving away, I looked back and I saw a guy walking by her holding, like he was walking his dog, and she just like had a cup in her hand, and she just smacked it into his face.
Yeah.
And he was just like, what the fuck?
I couldn't even believe it.
Well, you did a drive-by kissing, right, on her?
No,
she was gross.
What?
I tried to find her again. She was like completely gone.
She looked like if you did an experiment that went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like she looked like she just walked out of a lab.
Yeah.
Like a mad scientist.
She did look like Dr. Rock when he breaks out of the lab. He's all like disheveled and like, oh.
She does look
like, where's my Rosie? Corey, I
know what I'm talking about.
A broken brain.
I'm gonna get my food.
Okay, go get your food. I'll talk to Corey about you.
Zach, we could talk about the night out we had.
Oh, that's good. Wait, before you do, I'm just going to use the bathroom.
Are you going to talk about the bartender?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say anything else.
Okay. This is new to me.
I won't say anything else.
It's crazy.
I get to be the audience analog for once.
It's honestly quite the adventure. I want to fart my...
Oh, Jesus.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, it rumbled the whole floor.
Yeah, we all felt
That's because my back is pushed up against the floor in a resting position.
That rocks.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Do a melody, and I'll turn it into a song.
All right.
See?
Yeah, okay. That was something. That was something. It wasn't good, but it was something.
That was 90% you, and I added cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, see, that's all you needed to do.
I liked it.
That was pretty sick.
Now, Tomer, do a melody.
Yeah.
Do a melody.
Oh. No, wait. How am I supposed to make up a... That was more of a rhythm than a melody.
See, that's the tone. See?
Zach, we're actually lost without you. How was your shit, my friend?
It was the shit out of my dick that was yellow and liquid, so it felt nice.
Dickorrhea. I love that shit.
Yeah, dickorrhea. It really came out.
Pee-a-rhea.
But let's talk about the shenanigans that you got into, Chris, because it's worth bringing up.
It's worth bringing up.
It's
a good case study.
It's like those JCS like crime analysis where they pause and they're like, as you can see, Chris here is experiencing. So
what happened was, Lyle, you know our good friend Jack?
I do.
He created a 3D short, and he wanted to show it off at this thing. It's like we'll call it Super Shorts, right? But so you go and you sit down in this
public... It's a mini film festival, yeah.
You sit down in this public spot, and everyone's showing off their shorts, and everyone's sitting nice and quiet and respecting each other, and enjoying the shorts, and they all play in a big row, right? Mm-hmm. And we were all waiting for Jack's short to start, and it took 40 minutes to for the other shorts. But we were watching them, we were enjoying them. But then we got these Long Islands, and I didn't...
Not me, you.
Yeah, it was me and Nikki and Jack, and Zach was being good boy. He was being a very good boy. And
I was just smoking these little disgusting cigars. These little mini...
You were designated.
Those cigars were nice, though.
There's little cigarellas, basically.
Zach and Tomer enjoy the finer things. Me and Nikki were enjoying these awful drinks that I'm not used to. I never have those, so I think I had 2 at this place. By the time I finished the second one, I was absolutely losing my shit. I was wasted. And then when those shorts were over, we moved to another nearby bar. I offered people to get more drinks, and everyone's like, sure. So I went into the bar, and there's this guy. He looked like a neckbeard redditor, and so he was the bartender. I went up to the bar and I said, "Hello, can I have 3 Long Islands, please?" And he went, "Oh," and he walked away. He stormed away, right? And I was like, "What the fuck? What an asshole!" So I was standing, and then me and Zach were talking to another guy who just happened to be standing there. We were all talking for 5 minutes until he finally walked back with the 3 Long Islands, and he put them down, and he went $60. And I was like, okay. And I took out my wallet and I handed him $60. This is right after.
To be fair, I actually wasn't here for this part.
Yeah, this is right after me getting home from Christmas, right? It was literally a few days after. So we fucking. I take out the money. I hand him $60, and I was like, Jesus, that's expensive. And then I pick up my drink and I start drinking it, and he's just standing there and he looks furious. And I'm like, what? And then he starts looking around. He's got his hands in his waist. And he's tapping his feet. He's looking at the other bartenders. He starts muttering under his breath, and he starts pointing down at the floor. And I'm like, oh man, did I knock something over? What's going on? And this went on for fucking a full minute straight of him just it's so insanely angry. And I was like, dude, what happened? What did I do? And it's like a scene at this point. Everyone's looking at me, and then he's like, really, dude? You made me make 3 Long Islands and you didn't tip me? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was getting at my wallet because I forgot the tip because I just got back from Ireland. And we don't do that there because it is stupid. And so I was like, sorry, man, I'm from Ireland and I forgot. And then he went, oh, you're from Ireland, huh? Where's the fucking accent? And I was like, oh, you know what, dude? Fuck you. No tip. And he went, huh? Fuck me? How about I throw you out of my fucking bar? And I was like, and then Zach was like, whoa.
So anyways, I was going to go up a Diet Coke, and yeah, you were talking to a guy. This guy next to you, and there's 3 Long Islands sitting in the bar. I think, to be fair to the guy, it was you had already paid for it by that point. So the Long Islands were sitting there for probably 5 minutes while you talked.
Were they?
Yeah, it was a full 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes left between you paying for it, and then because I was waiting there, I was sitting by the bar waiting for an opening because it was busy.
So wait, he was waiting around for 5 minutes?
He was making people's drinks for 5 minutes. And I think after 5 minutes, he just assumed you were never going to tip him.
Man, I wasn't.
You weren't. So what happened was
because he started off as a complete asshole.
So I didn't even see that. So, but yeah, I walked up and he was like,
I think you should tip people when they're nice to you.
I also just think we should reform the tip. You shouldn't have to tip. No, pretty much no other country does that.
But then when he was like, you didn't fucking tip me, I was like, you know what? I feel bad. Okay.
Yeah.
He was continued to insult me, and I'm like,
I thought he was joking. He was like, really, dude, you're not gonna. I was smiling. I was like, oh, this is a funny little. This is banter. I didn't really understand. Yeah. I thought it was going to be resolved quickly, and the guy was like, really? Really, dude? Really? And you were like, what? And then you were like, I was gonna. He's like, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't going to tip me. You weren't going to tip me.
But I was taking out my wallet to, like, do it.
Yeah. And then when he said that, and he said the thing about you don't have an accent, which he did say, which is a rude thing to say. He was like, whatever, don't even do it. No, you weren't. Whatever.
I mean,
fuck
he is
it.
Right.
Don't do it. And then Chris was like, fuck you, dude. And he went, fuck me? How about I throw you in the bar? And I was like, whoa. And I just picked up Chris's drink because I was like, I didn't want us to all get banned from the bars. So then, Chris got his drink. So I was like, Chris, just get out of here. Just leave. Just fucking leave. And then because the guy was like mad.
Yeah, it was like, he's an asshole.
And then I was like, dude, he really is from Ireland. Like, and I understand you. And I was like, oh, look, it's fine. I'll just like tip you on my thing. Because he was not only threatening Chris, but once Chris left, he was like, there was the guy that Chris was talking to you just met.
Yeah, it was
and to that guy who was like sober and me, he was like, I'll throw you two guys out too. And I was like, we were both like, dude, we didn't do anything. What are you talking about? I was like, dude, relax, it's fine. And he was like, and then he like started to realize he freaked out. He like had a little meltdown. Yeah. And then he started, it's like that thing where you snap and then you realize you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
And he was like, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose my cool, but I think what happened was people that order Long Island's never tip, and you were like the straw that broke the camel's back. You were probably like the 10th guy to order a Long Island that night and not tip. But that was the story. And basically, I went back outside after I got my fucking $10 Diet Coke or whatever.
Dude, I tip like 20% every fucking meal and everything I do, basically. I always do 20, but he was a prick, so it's like, you don't really deserve it.
Yeah, and it's like, his whole argument was, that's how I get paid, that's how, yada, yada.
Fuck you, you're a bartender in California. You get paid fine.
It was a very busy night, too. I don't think he made no money, but, it was resolved. You went in and you ended up, like, smoothing it over with the guy. Yeah, you fucked him.
But then he still made an offhand comment to somebody. Well, then,
that's really the real, like, the post-credits of, Marvel gag was, after Chris went in and smoothed it over, was like, sorry.
I tipped him, by the way. I went back in and I gave him free money for no fucking reason for him being mean to me.
You made it right, because the whole argument was like, well, dude, even if that guy was an asshole, it's like, you don't want to have the bartender not like you in a bar you go to every.
Yeah.
So, but after that, like an hour later, Jack went in and ordered a Long Island separately from all of this, and the guy was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And like you gave him PTSD. He like refused to make the fucking drink.
He was like, "Oh, there's way better drinks to that."
Is a Long Island?
The kind of people who order a Long Island's like they're the kind of people that don't tip.
A Long Island is not a super hard drink to make, is it? It's not something where you gotta zest something or like. I've seen drinks where I'm like, oh, that looks like a fucking pain in the ass.
But his argument was apparently
because he's got to pick up 8 bottles or something.
10 different ingredients, and they are very expensive too. And I
guess it was a busy enough night that it really did get to him that he had to spend that long on a drink.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You could see all sides of the story. Really?
No, I think we're cutting this guy a huge break here.
Oh yeah. Sorry. What did he?
That was basically argument? No. He was like, oh, there's 10 different ingredients that goes into it, and he did say it's like for like college dudes who never tip. He clearly had like been burned by people that had ordered that drink before and not tipped. And Chris was like it's like those coin machines in an arcade where you drop one coin in and they knock them all. You were the one coin that knocked off. You're not the first coin there, is what I'm saying. You were. You were variable like 1 million there.
Dude, I hate tipping shit in America. It's so stupid.
Well, it really depends.
I would love to escape it. Like
sometimes it's like okay, whatever, but like sometimes it's like you order one thing, but it's kind of expensive. So it's like that was the same fucking plate that you had to bring out. That's not worth like $30.
Also, every job now, pretty much, I feel like more and more jobs. It used to be like what
in California, everyone has to be paid.
You tip restaurant servers. You tip
at the very least.
Delivery guys. You tip. That's just what your job is.
That every machine now, that you pay on, it's like it doesn't matter what you're buying. Still asks you if you want to tip now.
You know
could
what?
Be at an arts festival, buying a print.
Yeah, I always make sure to actually ask the person if I tip here. Do you actually get it? And sometimes they do say no. So
by the way, I tip every fucking place I go to, pretty much. I don't think I've ever. I can't remember one time.
I only don't do it when people are dickheads.
No, which is fair.
Yeah, because like you don't deserve it.
I was gonna say I don't love that. I'm like I accept the tip culture, but I don't love it. I'd love to be free of it.
It's an incredible
waste of money. I like whenever I go to
money.
another country and it's just not there.
It's built in.
The only time I really tip bad is You ever have those occasions where they just like don't let you leave? You know, like
where you want to go and like no one will bring a check, and then they bring it and they won't charge your card.
I had one instance of it where I straight up I went to the front and they told me you can't leave until like they were like we can't do it at the front. Your waiter has to do it. And I like went back and I was like waiting for like 20 fucking minutes. I felt like I was like held hostage in the place. I honestly, if I would have redone it, I would have just walked out because it was just fucking ridiculous.
You just take cash, put it down, and say, "Yeah, you figure it out."
Yeah,
that's nuts.
I have been in situations where I've done exactly that, where I was just getting so ignored for the whole night that I was just like, "Here's like." Just enough to cover the check, and I just leave it there on the table.
It was also one of those occasions where I was like, before we even finished our food, like after we ordered, I was like, can we get the bill, because we're not going to order anything else. Like I wanted to get it early. I don't remember what the fuck was going on, but it was something where like I wanted to be able to stand up and leave as soon as we were like done eating. And then not only was I not allowed to do that, but they were like holding me hostage there. And I tipped nothing. I tipped absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, you still paid for it, so it's like you got exactly what you paid for.
Yeah.
You Americans are crazy.
We're nuts. We're kooky. You pay
wacky.
for ketchup. Fuck you. I'll kill your whole family.
World Star Hip Hop. World Star. They always say World Star in the World Star videos.
Yeah, you see videos of like guys getting stabbed in the face with a screwdriver.
With a big ice pick.
Yeah.
I saw one where like the dude was like afraid the guy was gonna come after him, so he
the
whispered
cameraman?
it.
Oh, yeah.
No, there was like some dude like beating the fuck out of another guy, and the cameraman was like hiding and filming it. And he was like, "World Star, World Star."
That was ASMR. You didn't know. World Star Hip Hop.
We were watching. Have you guys seen that fucking the fucking Toontown fight?
Toontown fight. What's the Toontown fight?
It's this crazy fight that happens in fucking Disneyland in Toontown specifically.
Oh, it's a real. You're saying really in real life?
It is it's like a family or something. So it's like men, women, old women, like just all punching the fuck out of each other.
Generations upon.
And it's like Super Smash Brothers because like halfway through, like one of them fucking turns and starts like hitting the one that was like helping him earlier.
I thought you were gonna say like someone grabs like the old lady and throws her off like Donkey Kong.
She does get thrown. There's an old lady that gets like thrown off a rascal.
So we should edit that video with
Find
Super
that Smash Bros. Music.
Yeah.
Put the theme.
Put the health bar down at the bottom, like the percentages.
Yeah, we watched it like 6 times to try to figure out like what the fuck is going on in this video.
Well,
it's just
you
so
didn't
nuts.
watch the figure. You just wanted to see people getting killed.
I mean, that's true too. But
did you see the video tangentially related? It's only tangentially related because it takes place. It's either Disneyland. I always mix the two up. Disneyland, Disney World. There was a woman who like pissed in a cup. And
what, you have to burp right after saying that?
Maybe
you nasty.
Made me sick thinking about it. But the video is like security saying you really need to leave, and she's like, and she sounds like that woman in the Uber guy freaking out video. She's like, sir, I had to go to the bathroom, sir. And also the area that she said she went to the bathroom in is like a giant open area, but it's not caught on footage. But I love the idea of somebody who pissed so bad inside of a Disneyland that they pissed in a cup.
You know what? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep. You're not you when you have to piss in Disneyland.
No, here's the truth. This is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. You ready?
Yes.
I have been in a situation before. Okay, first of all, I've judged people who just shit in public places, right?
You say like on the street?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it happen, and I've gone, you motherfucker.
You've seen people shit in the street?
I saw a old homeless woman spraying diarrhea all over the center of the street. But that's one thing. But I've seen videos of people just like walking through grocery stores and then they kick turds out of their trousers.
Yeah, it's like mostly women too. Which is weird.
It's always women.
They shit down their blouse and like kick it like behind like the cucumbers.
But even after seeing that, I had a situation like 2 weeks ago where I was like literally going to shit my pants, and I was desperately trying to find a bathroom, and there was nowhere to shit, and I was like, I might actually shit myself, and then I found a bathroom like last second, and I shit.
That to me is the worst. Like specifically big cities like LA and New York, that nobody ever lets you use their bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? But dude, so often I have to piss all the time because I drink coffee and water like crazy, and I just have a weak bladder. But yeah, so often I'll run into somebody's place, and probably like more than a dozen times I've had to be like, I will literally buy, because they'll go, well, you can't use the bathroom unless you buy some. I'm like, I'll literally give you $5 so I can just piss.
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Goodbye. This is down the road from me in Burbank, this place.
Yeah. We go to this place all the time.
Didn't this place explode like a month or two ago?
No, this is my favorite place to eat.
Fuck you! No, didn't that happen though? The thing in Burbank exploded
Did
recently.
something really explode?
Yeah, the power plant. Didn't that happen?
Did it explode?
Yeah.
Like a nuclear power plant?
No, the water and electricity plant. It's off the bridge.
I have no. I didn't hear about that.
You know the bridge where we saw Rebecca Sugar walking that one time?
We saw Rebecca Sugar walking?
Yeah, we called it the Rebecca Sugar Bridge.
Was I there for that?
Oh no, that was me and Veronica. Never mind. But whenever we go on that bridge, we shout at people and call them Rebecca.
I always just associate that with, like, homeless people, because whenever you look, if you walk on that bridge and you look down,
oh, fuck.
There's like tents and like wet socks and shit.
Do you know what I saw in downtown LA recently?
What?
A woman, like, facing outward onto the street, blasting shit, like diarrhea onto the sidewalk, and then she picked up a rag, wiped her pussy and ass with it, and threw it into the center of the road.
You have to admit that person's probably happier than all of us combined, though. If I could shit diarrhea out of my pussy and my ass and then wipe a rag and just keep on my way, I think I'd be happy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I love to see a 15-minute scene of a movie where Kevin Smith is crying in a fisheye lens, looking directly to the camera, weeping.
I want him
face as red as a tomato.
Was that a thing? Did he cry?
He's posted like 1 million pictures of himself crying in a weird like close up. There's like more than 5 of those for sure that are all different.
What's the?
He's just trying to show how emotional he gets when he watches.
Yeah, he's like I just watched like I don't know, Thor 2 and I cried. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. That movie stunk.
He should remove his penis.
He should remove his penis, remove all his fingers, remove his eyes, remove his nose, remove his ears, remove every
He should get a huge clit grafted onto his body.
He should get a big pussy put on his chest so I can fuck it while he cries. I can deeply orgasm inside of his chest cavity while he weeps.
So stupid.
That's the dumbest thing I've said. Guys, if you want to call me stupid and say that stunk, you know, I'm right there. I actually agree with you. That was dumb.